Take me through a day with Dominic Schluter right now.
Do you just want me to take you through today?
Take me through today.
Okay, so was up a little bit later last night, so I didn't wake up as early. And also a big caveat here is I'm not running at the moment, recovering from injury. And so if I was training for something, honestly, a big portion of the day would be structured around that specific run or workout or more intentional. But woke up around 7, make my bed first thing in the morning. Firm believer in making your bed. Great like small pamphlet made by a Navy SEAL, and it's basically how making your bed creeps into other aspects of your life, which I actually am a firm believer of. And one of my brothers didn't make his bed growing up, and I told my dad about this book, so my dad jokingly but also seriously bought him this book and put it on his unmade bed, which is funny. Anyways, so make my bed, and then let's see, took a shower, and then my morning stack is not supplements, but it's scripture, and then I read the Daily Stoic and journal a little bit. Gratitudes, planning out the day, et cetera, et cetera.
What do you read? What book are you reading through right now?
So I read the Bible and then Daily Stoic.
Yeah. What I meant what in the Bible. What are you
Oh,
up to
I
right
flip
now?
around all the time.
Yeah.
So I honestly could be more structured. I think my favorite book are like the Psalms, and to really chew on those, I think there's such good wisdom in the Psalms. But I also think like the Gospels are obviously unbelievably entertaining and like very easy to actually hone in on a specific teaching of, Jesus's life and how he was living. So I could be better about being more structured and not just like, I mean, legitimately a lot of times I'll just open to whatever page and like read through it. And then if nothing stands out, I'll like go to like a gospel because I know something will stand out. So do all that. And then what did I do? I had breakfast, and then I had a podcast recording at 8 a.m. And then I had a phone call, like mentoring someone who wants to get into social media podcast from like 9 to 10:30. Probably called my mom sometime in there, was responding to some emails, got out a podcast. We release one every other day. So Monday, had one today to release, promoted that on social media, had a meeting with my graphic designer at 12, but that was also planning some projects for 2024. So that was like 12 to 1. Then I took a 20-minute power nap, made lunch, listened to a podcast, I think, while I was making lunch. And then,
What
yeah,
podcast?
Danny Miranda. I was going to say,
Oh
Danny
my
You
God.
introduced me to. So
Dude, he's so
he
good.
is unbelievable.
He's so good.
He's
We were
unbelievable.
actually supposed to be recording on Wednesday. Now I'm going to New York. So
There you go. Who on who?
he was coming on mine.
Okay, nice,
Yeah.
nice. So, listen to him, made lunch, and then was firing off some emails, responding to some DMs, scheduling a social media post, and then came over here, did some work in the Uber on the way over. So, and then have this, go back, work out at some point this evening, fire off some more emails, plan some more. I mean, for me, like work is genuinely like I love what I do. You know it. Like when you own something tangibly, there's a reason you own it tangibly. Like you love to do it most likely. And so I have no problem working at EPM. I understand why someone wouldn't who works for someone else, but for me, it's just like, well, it's my baby. Why would I not? It's my favorite thing in the world. So, some days are heavier than others. Others aren't. I think the days with recordings and meetings definitely take more mental energy and clarity. And then the ones that are not, I have to be actually intentional with the time I'm spending of like writing show notes or responding to emails or whatnot. Because if I'm not intentional, that's when I'm like, what am I doing here? Like I'm trying to do 5 things at once. You know what I mean? And I don't have that quite structure that it would on a normal day. So every day is very different and it changes. And I love that. But I also try to have some routine in terms of like, yeah, prayer in the morning, reflection, definitely working out if I'm not able to run, like going for a walk, all sorts of things. Yeah. Going for a walk without music or a podcast, just your thoughts, ideas are flowing. So every day looks different, but I'm grateful for that. And most days have like the same core elements.